Alrighty, welcome back to another video here. It's gonna be a highlight again. I will explain a little bit more probably because I think there was more in this game. But this is a TvZ I played. I believe this is on stream. But I think this is a different Zerg because I know on this stream specifically we got a lot of Zerg players. To my knowledge, this is a different player from the previous guy.
Additional supply depots required.
I play my normal one gas opener with Scout to the natural. But we do see a drone here, which is a bit odd. Bit of an overreaction with the two SUVs pulled. I think the idea was to stop him from stealing gas, but seeing the hatchery in orange tells us that there should be nothing going on, because he shouldn't have the money for anything else. I think he's attacking me? Yeah. Because you shouldn't have the money for both a second hatchery and a proxied one. I think this game I play 2-1-1. I'm not fully sure. Yeah, I think I do.
Command center upgrade complete.
I mean, I've had a preference to 2-1 only because it's a specific timing attack. And I've learned this build quite well. So, it does look like I play this build a lot more. Reaper Scout goes out. And I'm just looking for a third base here.
Add-on complete.
And again, I'm just using the Reaper to find a third base, or if he's doing something else. If he doesn't have one, I'll use it to go into the main here. So we see no third base. This is already very suspicious. We put a bunker down just in case. The queen being this far out does kind of tell me that he's trying to do something.
Add-on complete.
And an overlord comes in and unfortunately might see this.
Complete.
And again, seeing no third base kind of tells me everything. I use the Reaper to just go into the main, see what's going on. I go through to the natural, and I see the Roach Warren and the double gases right away, which is an amazing scout, because now that'll tell me what I should be building, which, as you see, Tech Lab on Factory. I'm going to be going into tanks. And that's all we needed to know, to see that, and to see the double gas. Which would imply Roach Ravager, because you need more gas to do both.
Add-on complete.
I'm just honestly waiting for enough units to do the double drop. Him seeing this amount of Marines would probably give it away, because no other build has this, and you don't generally play 3 racks in this matchup. I put my 3rd CC down at the front, and I look to move out with Stim. And again, we're assuming he only has 2 bases, and we're assuming a Roach Warren, because we've seen it. You can bluff as Zerg, but you shouldn't, because you're wasting time in drones. I add on my 2 E-bays and my refinery. I'm hoping he didn't see that, but if it happens, it happens. I have an SCV patrolling for nothing, because I think that was the guy that was supposed to build the 3rd.
Additional.
I think I only used Stim here by accident. I genuinely don't know if I believed there was a 3rd. Slight mistake. Seeing nothing here, I go into the main. Because there's no point trying to attack into a natural that's going to be defended. There's no point. Again, not much I can do here, simply because of the fact that, you know, you can't just dive a spore all the time. So at this, knowing this, I just look for overlords on the map, knowing that I could maybe supply block him. But I don't think I could do any real damage. Yeah, I just look to do damage on the creep tumors and overlords. Oh, there's a group of overlords right there. Yeah, again, I'm just looking to supply block him or be annoying. Do something weird. Because this amount of Marines can't stand up to this amount of roaches. Honestly, this is just an upgrade timer now, knowing that I need more. And having the tanks will help me out.
Research complete.
I land my 3rd, and I might... Oh no, I'm on time with my armory. I was about to be a bit worried there. I go to attack the line 3rd because I see that's where the creep is to maybe be a base. And I see this, and I start running. This is a mistake to siege up here. I think my idea was because I had 2 tanks, but this is a mistake. He has a really good arc here, and he also has enough to just walk over me. Because Roach Ravager is very bulky. So that was a mistake and a half. Definitely there, though. You should, I'll just pause it for a sec. If you want to attack this base, you actually should probably come from here. Siege here and here. Sieging here is a problem because of this arc that happens. So this is definitely a mistake. This is another idea, but there's 2 ramps here. So it's not great either. So that was definitely a positional mistake on my end. I am a bit late here to starting 2-2. It's not amazing. Caitlyn. Ah! This is gonna be like my most annoying thing ever when I do this stuff. There's +2 armor attack. And I'm just missing the gas for +2 armor. Yeah, that's why I added on the 2 at the 3rd base. Okay, sensor turret comes up as well. +2 attack is late. Jesus. I immediately walk into his army, which is not amazing. And I just completely get destroyed by the vials. And I'm forced to run. And seeing he's coming to the natural, I think I have to do some sort of, like, arc on him, knowing he's gonna be here and my rally's right there. So I do have to be careful, though, because he can't just walk into one of the 2 armies and kill me. He can't just... I'm forced to slowly... I have to play this slow, otherwise he can just jump onto the tank if I lose too much bio too quickly. I add on more racks, and now I start +2 armor. So it's late as heck, though. I start the wall at my 3rd here, now that I have a sensor tower up. And this is another big mistake. I have, like, this army here that's, like, not doing anything. And this Overlord can clearly see me. But what I should be doing is trying to attack these, like this base here. Or trying to see where his army is. Because right now, I have, like, no vision of where he is, that he even has this base. So this is a big mistake. I'm not, like, active on the map enough to do anything about this. This is kind of funny, because I don't really see this often. But he has his rally kind of towards me. So he does this, I think only twice. But his rally completely destroys him, because now he's in a scenario where he just lost like 6 or 7 overlords for that. And now I do the double drop. Okay, so I do have the idea to do the double drop. I just am late. I do try to have my... I'm using the barracks as a wall here because they have a lot of HP. But unfortunately, because I'm on the right side of the map, the add-ons are easy to bile.
Upgrade complete.
And I just look to do damage with my drop here at the 9 o'clock base. Another Overlord is caught here. Obviously, I don't know that it doesn't supply block him, but at least I'm doing something for damage. We do see his army here. We do have to run for it, though. There's no Hydras yet, so we are good with just flying over the army like that. My upgrades are a bit funky, so obviously +3 attack is gonna come up before +3 armor. And he actually switches into melee here, which is a bit weird looking, but I mean, hey, it's a thing. Because roaches keep you safe, and then you go into ultras. I've noticed that's become a trend with Zerg armies. And I slowly start to build up. 4th base is on the way here. I think I make that a PF.
Upgrade.
And I just go to attack him. I don't know that he has the bottom base near 6 o'clock, but I can guess. More starports are being added on for Liberators later. He gets a really good fungal right there, and he actually gets maybe 2 medevacs for that. Now the problem with this army is you cannot siege all your tanks at once. Otherwise, all the corrosive vials are going to hit you. So like what I'm doing here, this is a massive mistake. What I should be doing is maybe sieging 2 at a time and slow pushing him. Because if you siege up everything, it's going to become an easy target for corrosive bile.
Command center upgrade complete.
But he doesn't seem to punish me for it, because he doesn't do anything about it. We see ultras and we're thinking, oh no, because I haven't switched into a marauder comp yet. But it's a minimal count of ultras. It's not obviously good to have no marauders, but we're able to hold him off because he actually focus fires the tanks instead of the bio, which could be a mistake. The ultra here, I'm just trying to run for it, knowing fungal growth could still be up. And that would completely wreck us. I bring him off creep, and then I run all the way back to high ground with my medevacs. So, the mistake there is not pre-spreading my units. I think with upgrade advantage, I could actually win that fight. And I'm missing +3 armor again, like a fool. My tank at the front gets killed because I kind of left it there by accident. And now +3 armor starts. So this is another big mistake. The upgrades are so staggered, it's not good for you. It's not good. And I'm missing a sensor tower for my 4th. He comes in at this weird angle, and I'm not sure why. I think his idea is to get an arc on me, but like, it kind of fails because he doesn't have the firepower to deal with this. And I'm forced to back off because of the biles, but he doesn't have the firepower to do that. He doesn't have the front line. Because there's no ultras in that army, and there's no banelings to force me to split or to run for it. So it's kind of a mistake. I add on more barracks here, and this is where I start thinking of having more marauders. I'm focusing the infestor, yep. And we are kind of making the mistake of not having ghosts right now. This is kind of a mistake. Because we're focusing so much on that tank liberator. So the army is there we go, the Ghost Academy is coming up now. But the big thing about this comp is you need to slow push him. You can't, you can't just sit on a natural and like pretend that he's not gonna just full surround you all of a sudden. Like right here, I'm at a choke point. We see more overlords again. I don't know why he's doing this. And again, he's forced to try to attack me, but he's coming into tank range. So it's not good for him. It's not good. So he goes after the tanks, but the bio is still on the sidelines. And I can just kite this out, or I can just pick up and leave, which is the other thing I have up. The danger of the medevac movement is because corruptors are now in the game. So it's not the greatest thing to try doing all the time, because now all the medevacs are just gonna get sniped. So again, not the greatest thing in the world, but it's a maneuver that Terran should know how to use. I add on more command centers for orbitals, and I think I'm just missing a fusion core here. We add on more barracks apparently? Standing on a creep tomer. And again, you can see I'm trying to slowly advance the liberators, but the Ling count is really high now, so the tanks are not gonna have a good time against this, because I don't have enough of a front line. And everything's kind of trickling in, nothing's coming in at the same time, so it's not great. But again, I'm just slowly sitting here at this choke point. There's not much you can do about this at the moment, because you need a lot of ultras to deal with this, or just Spanlings would do anything. I start ship weapons here because of liberators. We run into an ultra immediately, which was funny. I didn't actually think that was an ultra, and I actually misclicked. I think I believed those were liberators that I misclicked, where I was trying to put the units into a medevac. Seeing all the liberators there, he actually goes for my reinforcements, so I'm forced to back off. But ghosts are now on the way. More liberators are in the game. There's one low ultra. This just popped. But it's hard to like establish a line now, because liberators you can kind of run past them without tanks. But that's where slow sieging would come into play. I look to take a 5th base here. And I'm go for this base around 6 o'clock here. I am also missing Liberator range, which is not great. I think the idea behind leaving some libs unsieged is because of the corruptors, but I actually think it's a mistake. Only because I think with full Liberators attacking, I think you could stand up to the Ultras. And then if you once you kill the Ultras, you kill everything else. It could be a mistake, I'm not sure, but I don't have a full Marauder comp, so I don't trust that. I use the snipes on the ghosts to do some damage here. But again, I'm not able to fully attack that yet. At least I don't think I can. Because again, it's not mostly Marauders, there's actually more Marines here still. I isolate this base to just kill immediately. He is right there, so I am a bit cautious of running. Oh. I try to siege up some libs to try to stand and fight, but he does notice that maneuver and run for it. Because I'm trying to force fights and choke points. Another Overlord just dies. So again, this is not great for him because he's having to spend more money on Overlords, in contrast to army units. And also the supply block is also not good. I think I unhotkeyed all my production, that's why I'm doing this right now. Yeah, I must have unhotkeyed everything. I must have unhotkeyed. And he comes towards me here, and I'm looking to just come up this ramp and force a fight around here. But again, he does still see this. So again, it's a good maneuver, but it's not like he's falling for it, so not quite working the way I want. But I can still walk around the map and do stuff, because he can't really just A-move this army. His Lings come in first, which is not the greatest thing exactly, because I can just kite him. And I'm just forced to run again, because I can't really do anything. I run towards the PF base, knowing that's the only way I am not dead. And he has his one Ultra chase me all the way across the map, which is not great. So again, I think he can A-move me pretty well, because Ultras are very bulky and very tanky. But I don't think I can actually A-move him. I don't think I can. Because Liberators are siege units. And I haven't quite gotten the right fight on him. He's actually missing 3-3, which is comical. So Fusion Core comes down. It is kind of late because Liberator range would have been really nice. We notice he doesn't have that base, so that's good for us, because he doesn't have 12 o'clock and he doesn't have 10 o'clock bases, which is good. And to my knowledge, he doesn't have 6. If he retook it, then I just don't know it yet. And he is, again, able to find me in the middle of the map. I don't know why he stopped moving. I don't know. But, this is a mistake, because he does actually let me kill, like, a quarter of his army for free there. And another Ultra just gets popped. So, I don't know what he's exactly doing, but he's, like, just standing there. I move away to dodge the Biles here. I think it would have been better to have myself focus the Ultra. But that's okay. But obviously, this is the other problem with a Marauder-based comp. You have limited anti-air, so all of a sudden your medevacs are a really easy target. We go after 6 o'clock here. And, again, we actually do need more anti-air, so you see me building a Thor now. I move my medevacs away to force him to come towards the Marines. But again, there just isn't enough anti-air to do anything about this. I tried to use the snipes here. I think I failed. The snipe.
Unacceptable command. We are at maximum.
And again, the Bio Army is still doing very well because there's been a limited amount of Ultras. And the Liberators have been helpful. But I do need to replenish that count simply because of the fact that there are so many Corruptors. The Thor should also help. We go again, we check 12 again, just to make sure, and we take it for ourselves before he can. And I'm trying to create these choke points at my exterior bases. Plus Liberator range and +2 ship weapons begins, or +2 vehicle, sorry. And we go after the 9 o'clock base. I don't think the scan was necessary, but oh, we wouldn't have known. We see drones coming towards the top, so we know there's a potential base here. Yep. We have to be careful using stim here, because we don't actually have many medevacs. And I'm starting to use, I'm starting to put up more sense turrets. I see that, and I know there's no way he puts up a fight. He doesn't have the firepower, he doesn't have the, a way to tank anything. And he calls game. But, you know, there was a lot of mistakes this game, especially positional. So, like, here, I would say this is a better position. But all the fights that I tried to pull on him with, like, the ramps and stuff were fine. If he had taken, say, this base or this base, I think he was okay. But, you know, that's probably one of my better TvZs of this season. So, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. I will see you in the next video.